Whispers. Loss and gain are together chained. Perhaps you have not been cursed. Perhaps you have been blessed. Perhaps you have not been forgotten. Perhaps you have been remembered. Perhaps you have not been hated. Perhaps you have been loved. Yesterday you were a fool. Today you are a king. And tomorrow you shall die. The fool holds the Holy Grail, thinking it is just a cup. Even a fool can be king for a day, and a king for a day, a fool. The sun shines on the fools and the wise alike. The sun shines on the fools and the wise alike. But only the fool thinks it shines for him alone. The fool kicks a piece of gold, thinking it is just a stone. The fool laughs at you falling over when his own shoelaces are untied. The fool slips on the wet floor. He tried to run and broke his bones, whereas the wise walk slow and tiptoe. The fool puts on his clothing back to front and does not realize that he is walking backwards. The fool laughs before and after everybody else laughs, never in time. The fool claps, thinking the show is over when it has only just begun. The fool talks without thinking, whereas the wise think without talking. The fool reads a book, not noticing it is upside down. The fool laughs at the world. The wise laugh at themselves. The fool walks into a closed door, thinking it is open, and won't go through the open door, thinking it is locked and closed. The fool falls out of bed and blames the bed, falls up the stairs and blames the stairs, and trips over his own shoelace and blames his shoes. The fool puts on too much makeup, thinking that it is not enough. The fool can't tell the time, but time can tell a fool. The fools look outward, the wise look inward. The fool shaves off his beard, thinking he will look younger. The wise man grows his beard and remains in youth. And the young shall have their hair turned grey, and the old shall play their games. And machines shall become like men, and men shall become like machines. And shadow rule shall be open rule in light, and hidden hands shall be no longer hidden out of sight. And children shall become like adults, and adults shall become like children, and women shall become like men, and men shall become like women, and they shall travel without moving, and they shall feast without eating meat, and they shall worship man, and man shall worship himself. And they shall use the celestial fire, and they shall abuse the celestial fire, and they shall spend without money, and money shall be without spend. And Hermes' winged sandals they shall wear, and they shall fly everywhere, and they shall grow older, younger, and they shall grow younger, older. And man without hands shall touch, without eyes shall see, without ears shall hear, without legs shall walk, without voices shall talk. And man without heart shall be. And slaves shall turn into masters, and masters shall turn into slaves. And man shall look at mirrors, and mirrors shall look at man, and the sky shall become like the sea, and ships shall become like the birds, and hot and cold shall mix, and black and white shall mix also, and the intelligent shall become thick, and the thick shall surely know, and masks shall slip, and makeup shall be washed off by the rain, and wigs shall be blown off by the wind, and brows shall be burned in the flames, and love shall no longer be exalted, and the head shall be worshipped instead, and motion shall be without emotion, and rest shall be without bed, and dreams shall become real, and the real shall become like a dream, and machines shall become like men, and men shall become like machines, and less shall be more, and more shall be less, and they shall spend without money, and money shall be without spend, and time shall move fast, and everything shall be in the now and shall be new, and nothing shall last, and yet everything shall be renewed, and there shall be no tears, there shall be no pain, there shall be no feeling, no loss, no gain. A machine shall become like mothers and fathers, and boy and girl shall become the same, and they shall together urinate, and they shall together change, and man shall be like Dr. Frankenstein, and man shall be like Frankenstein, and man shall be like Dr. Jekyll, and man shall be like Mr. Hyde, and man shall move from house to house, and from city to city, and from country to country, and from town to town, and shall mix with man, be friends with man, sleep with man, and on man go down. And there shall be no smoke from chimneys, and there shall be no smoke from mouths, and there shall be no privacy, one shall see in and out of the glass-like house. And death shall be celebrated, and no longer shall death be mourned, and no longer shall man be buried, and no longer shall man be born. And desert shall turn into grass, and grass shall turn into desert, and weather shall be controlled, and where there was once cold there shall be warmth, and there shall be warmth where there was once only snow. And they shall wear no clothes, and they shall not feel ashamed, and they shall see each other naked, and there shall be no wedding night or day. And man shall have breasts, but shall have no milk, and woman shall have no breasts, but will have milk, and cows shall not be killed, and feathers shall not be in pillows, and fur shall not be for clothing or quilt. And animals shall be seen as flowers, and plants shall be seen like beasts and meat. Animals they shall save and keep, plants they shall eat, and they shall play games without their bodies, and they shall play with bodies like as if they were a game, and the old shall dye their hair black, and the young shall dye their hair grey. Jew and Gentile shall mix, and white and black shall share blood, and science shall be like one's religion, and religion shall be without love. And one shall talk to mirrors, and the mirrors shall talk to one, and one shall look at the mirror all night and all day, all moon and all sun, and there shall be an invisible whip, like of that, of the wind on the sea. One shall be a slave, and yet one shall think he is free. And doors shall open without hands being used, without hands man shall drive, without legs man shall move, and men shall write without pens, and enemies shall become like friends, and they shall not know what to do. When truth is revealed, and revealed is the truth, and people shall run to and fro, yet go nowhere, and nowhere go. And the prophet shall be hated, and the spy shall be loved, and everything shall be inverted, sky down below, earth up above. It is like the janitor has taken control of the school, locked the teacher out with his gatekeeping as he misleads the young fools. May love be like grass, and the earth be like a heart. May love be like grass, and carpet the earth. And they fought that they had everything under control, and they fought that in their hands they held all of the cards. But God is a joker, and that man likes to joke and laugh, and they sing and dance and chant in their priestly robes, thinking that they know man's path when their own hearts they do not know. And they sit in chairs made of gold and command respect, yet they do not serve God, and so they are never truly blessed. And they stand on top of the mountain and listen to the applause from the crowd down below, but they only ever look down upon, so no higher they shall climb or go. And the more they speak lies, the more their throat shall close, the more they will be silenced and humbled and humiliated when the truth is disclosed. And the weak shall become strong, and the strong shall become weak, and those that talk will be silenced by the one that does not speak. And actors shall pretend, and agents shall spy, but what they will see will make them want to look away and close their eyes. Those that sold their soul will want to buy back their soul again. And those that came an enemy will only wish to leave a friend. And money shall become meaningless if they did not spend well, and the idea will bring no happiness to the one who stole and did not invent himself. And a singer can sing a song, and the world can sing along, and the world can be changed by angelic lyrics on the page. Who can escape a goddess's suffocating divine breath, which like amber becomes the sarcophagus of the insect? Who can escape the call of the siren? Ships crash on the rocks as her soul's song widens. And brothers shall become like sisters, and sisters shall become like brothers, and mothers shall become like fathers, and fathers shall become like mothers, and curtains shall be opened, and wizards shall be revealed, witches shall live, and Christians shall be killed, and the dead shall rise, and the sleepers shall awake. Seeds shall become like trees, divine fruit they shall taste, and him without arms is protected, and him who is armed is harmed, and him who is teacher is corrected, and he who charms is charmed. And buckets of cold water shall be thrown over those who sleep, and they shall wake up. But to those that try to gatekeep, the gates of heaven shall be shut. And I can see them in their intelligence agencies, trying to study me, but they shall surely all fail. I am like a pearl, Paul is only like my shell. And they think that I don't know who every agent is. One does not always have to disclose what they know. Let them expose themselves with their Judas-like kiss. The powerful have become corrupted, but their iron sword shall turn to rust, because the reign of change is coming, and the reign of pain is up. And the poor shall be rich in spirit, and the rich shall remain poor. If they share not their wealth with the world, why should they receive more? Spirit shall be poured like rain into the sea, and spirits shall roar like lions and soar like birds, you shall see. And the abandoned shall be found, and the neglected shall be loved, and the proud shall be humbled, and the humbled shall be above, and the loud shall be quiet, and the quiet shall be loud, and the sky shall be unclouded, like cloves falling down. And eyes shall sparkle, they shall shine like the stars, as above so below, as on the outside so within the soul and heart. Restore your faith, trust not man, look inside of yourself, trust God's divine plan. Your souls are gold, your bodies are just rags. Within you are a king, although outwardly a tramp. And the earth shall be overturned, and return to its truth, and liars shall have no power, as empowered you become by truth. And a whisper shall deliver wisdom, and the blind shall deliver vision. And they place the stars far away, so that man would not realize their influence on the day. And they place the sun far away, For the sun is a symbol of the Creator and His light, and to be far away from the sun is to be far away from God's light. And when they made the earth move, they made our ancestors turn in their graves. No rest in motion, no peace in revolution, no love in a rotate. People are too dense to understand what density means. Level the playing field. Close your eyes and kiss with the divine, and know all there is you need to know. You are one, you are blissful, you are love, you are all. To have nothing on the outside is to have everything on the inside. And those who boast shall be forgotten, and those who don't won't, and those with power shall lose it, and those with power shall gain it, and those who hold on to shall lose, and those who lose shall hold on to, and those who look shall not see, and those who listen shall not hear, and those who eat shall not grow, and those who think shall not know, and those who touch shall not reach. And as the cigarette burns its body, so its spirit reaches the heavens, and the more the candle melts itself, the more the candle lights itself. Only after the apple falls can it then stand tall. And those who spied failed to see, and those who received failed to dream, and those who learned failed to believe, and those who won failed to achieve. And kill me, and I shall live again. When I die, I shall be reborn. New clothing is put on when old clothing has been worn. And you can try to destroy the flute, but you cannot destroy the music, and you can't destroy the truth, although you try to destroy the man. And there can be more than one level to a house, and there can be more than one level of being. Downstairs you may be sleeping, whereas upstairs someone is dreaming. And they worship kings who only worship themselves, and they worship the rich who do not share their wealth. If they can fake his life and rise, then they can fake his death and demise. If it is God's will, it will be done. And they will hate the prophet, and they will love the spy, and the spy shall live, and the prophet shall die. And the spell shall be lifted, like by the wind a skirt is uplifted, and the world will be revealed as it is, like a bride about to be unveiled and kissed. And woman shall become stronger, and men shall become weaker, and a woman shall stand over man like Nut over Seb, and like Kali over Shiva. And husbands will be swapped for husbands, and wives will be swapped for wives, and things will be disposable, nothing will last for life. And mind shall talk to minds, instant letters they shall write, and the night will become light like the day, and the day will become dark like the night. And the sky shall become like the sea, and the ships shall become like the seagulls, and fly from country to country at great speed, very fast, greater than what is seen with horse and cart. And farther time shall move swifter, time shall fly, everything will be instantaneous, taking no time. And the people will rush about the streets like the busy bees, but their honey will not taste as sweet. And man will be like the ancient Greeks, and man will worship the brain, and over the brute shall rule the geeks, and over the modest and shy they shall love instead the naked and vain. They shall steal the celestial fire from Zeus and the gods, and think that they know what they are doing with its use, but in their abuse of it they shall be lost. And man shall think he is woman, and woman shall think she is man, and a child shall think they are older, and the older shall think they are younger than. And many creatures shall lose their homes as man builds his, and many children will not know who their Father is. And many things without witnessing will be witnessed, and over many distances sound, picture, and thought will be projected. And the scientist shall become preacher, and the preacher shall become scientist, and many teachers shall be entrusted, even though their teaching should not be trusted. And man will become like machine, and machine will become like man, and man will drive the machine, and the machine will drive the man. And the insane will be seen as sane, and the sane will be seen as mad, and the bad will be seen as good, and the good will be seen as bad, and the sad will be happy, and yet the happy will be sad, and memory will be short, history they will no longer have. And woman shall become like dolls, and dolls shall become like woman, and the pretend shall be seen as real, and the real shall be seen as pretend, and a friend shall be seen as an enemy, and an enemy shall be seen as a friend. And wombs shall be empty, and the tubes shall be full, and the wise shall be despised, and the fools shall rule. As important as mapping the world is mapping ourselves, and as important as knowing the world is knowing ourselves. Rare is the man who has seen the depths of the sea. Even rarer still is the man who has seen the depths of his being. The outward is fake, the inward is real. And they shall stone the faces of the prophets when they are alive, and they shall kiss the feet of the stone-made prophets when they, the living prophets, have died. And blue with red blood shall mix, creating the new purple royalty, and Gentile and Jew shall switch, and the white shall be enslaved, and the black shall be free. And ink shall not be used to write or to paint, and music shall be made without the instrument ever played. And the mirror shall see all, scrying shall be the norm, and man shall see man, and man shall see man being born. And wood shall be replaced with metal, and glass houses shall be made, and the people will see in as well as outside the house, and how each spend their night and day. And the dense shall be less dense, and the material shall be less material, and money shall be spent without no physical money at all. That is enough for now. What have I foreseen? Is it a nightmare, or is it a dream?